Hi friends. So this video you're about to see is one that I did when I went down to Texas last week. It was a vacation, but more so my first chance to go back to the house since we lost my grandfather last year. It was the anniversary of his passing, the 1 year. And so I knew I didn't want to be at work or anywhere else. I knew I needed some time to take for me to still grieve and go through those emotions because it's been a rough year. And so I kind of vlogged that whole experience, what it was like for me, and it was rough. Like going back was rough because there were some hiccups in the roads. But I did this too because not only am I still dealing with like the passing of him and grieving that, but I'm also still dealing with my own mental health issues with my PTSD, anxiety, depression, and all that. PTSD ended up kind of flaring back up after family member we were having issues with, nobody that I was down there with, but said some things that started to trigger me, and it got really rough. But the cool thing about my family is there was an incident where I was dealing with that scammer, and you'll see this through the video, and they recognized that it would send me kind of into a tailspin, and they were able to calm me down. So I'm so thankful for that and so thankful for them. But this trip went a lot better than I thought it would. And even when I went to therapy yesterday, I was telling her that too, because I was so anxious about it. But it had its ups and downs, but it was such a blessing. And I'll be back in like a couple weeks. And there's so much peace and just, my aunt and uncle were right. And so this is just kind of how it was for me. Kind of a little look into also where I come from. Those of you here in Oklahoma that know me, that kind of don't know my background or where I'm from the flatlands of the Texas Panhandle. And in this you'll kind of see what the area is like where I'm from. And they have some really bad wildfires up there, and I've got some of that too, where the land burned. And I drove kind of through one that reflared up one day, and I couldn't stop. I was like, if I stop, I'm dead. Somebody will hit me, whatnot. But hopefully this helps those of you or anyone that's kind of going through the same thing, kind of see what it's like. And it's okay. It's okay to break down. It's okay to cry and still grieve and be frustrated. And today's the first day I've been home 4 days, 3 days, lost count of time. This first day I've put on makeup. I've actually like really gotten out of the house. And so it's okay. Like, we have our moments, and sometimes you just need to rest. Yesterday I was having a really rough day after therapy, so I came home, took a nap, felt so much better, started doing things around the house. So you just got to get up, you got to keep moving, and it will get better. No matter how dark the time seems, there's always light. Even the tiniest little bit, there always is. And so this is a long video. I think it's like 30 minutes long, but it kind of chronicalizes, that's even a word, my entire trip for my little vacation last week. And so kind of give you guys a little insight. So I hope you guys enjoy. My brain just can't wrap itself around that it's been a year already. A year ago today. he went peacefully in his sleep, so I can't be mad. And so now as we're going, they talk about the different stages of grief, and I'm just angry. I don't know why. I'm just angry. I'm angry that he's not here. I'm angry that all the dreams that I had with him are gone. I'm just freaking angry. This is not fair. I wasn't running away from anything. I was running to the one person that protected me and made me feel safe. The one person I could count on no matter what. So the hardest thing throughout all of this is realizing that, like, I'm on my own. Like, I have to figure life out now by myself, and I don't have him. It's not fair. Well, good morning, friends. It's starting to feel like Oklahoma here. It is humid today. The past few days, it's been freaking cold. Like down in like the high 30s, low 40s. But today it feels like Oklahoma. I am so happy to be home for a bit. Gosh, feels so nice. I am checking out of my hotel now. I stayed here for 4 days. The rest of the time I'm gonna stay with my aunt and uncle and my family. And I'm about to go to my grandpa's house. I need to use his computer for something. And I know I'm gonna have to get over that not wanting to go there. And my aunt and uncle keep telling me that it feels very peaceful there and that I'll feel a lot better. So I'm gonna be a big girl today and go over there for a couple hours and then come back and stay with my aunt and uncle. And then I think we might be going up there this weekend. I don't know, but I'm gonna be a big girl and go do it today. So hopefully it'll go okay. I still have a lot of anxiety about going to that house, but can't avoid it forever. But I miss you all. I'm having a blast here. I hear it's raining there. Everybody stay safe. It's clear here, but we had a bunch of storms move in last night, which is probably what's rolling through Tulsa right now. But I love you all. I will see you guys in 6 days. Oh my goodness. So I just pulled up to my grandpa's house and I'm already hit with a lot of emotions. I just realized I haven't been back in Spearman since he died, since the funeral. So I think everything's just kind of hitting me all at once. I did order some pizza because I'm gonna be here for a couple of hours working on stuff. Why is this happening? I think the hardest thing is pulling up knowing he's not here. But what we used to do is anytime we came to visit any of the family, he would always order pizza. Damn it. And so that's what I did. Damn, I didn't think it'd be this hard. Ugh. It's not a bad thing. I keep reminding myself that. Like, my aunt and uncle keep telling me that they feel a lot of peace here, and, you know, we can still feel his spirit in the house. It's just so hard. I just wish I could have one more time with him. Just one more conversation. See him one more time. Oh, damn, I didn't think it was gonna be this hard. And I'm trying to figure out how to channel like all my emotions, not being on meds. And so I'll be fine. It's just, I knew coming here was gonna be hard, but I can't avoid it forever. I can't. And he wouldn't want that. I just wish he was here. I just wish he was here. Bad winds the last few days, which is notorious for this part of Texas up in the Panhandle, and really been aggravating my allergies in between sneezing and being a little bit congested. Last night about 7-ish, I think, with some really bad north like straight winds come in, and it looked like it was gonna storm. Like, I have a video of it and then I'll show you guys. It was really bad. I was sitting in one of the back bedrooms and I walked into the kitchen to go talk to my aunt and uncle. I could see outside and I could hear the back screen door kind of shaking. I said, what the heck? And she's like, my aunt's like, yeah, it's gonna storm, and you could just see all the dust kick up. It was insane. But I feel a lot better. Having somebody there with me at my grandpa's house that first day was just really rough. Really, really rough. And then, you know, the series of events that followed it that first day just made it terrible. But my uncle was not kidding when he said that we will find some hidden treasures throughout everything we're going through. He is right. Like, I'm finding it so cute. I'm finding all these old pictures of my grandpa when he was way, way, way younger. And then I came across a box that he kept all like the letters that my grandma sent him. And then he's got a whole bunch of letters from another girl. It was like 4 or 5 years before my grandma, but it's so sweet to see that. It makes me sad at the same time. I miss him, and then like coming across some of those pictures of Clayton, I started crying. I can cry now because I miss him and I miss my grandpa, my mom. It just makes me sad to see how different things are right now than, you know, what they were 70 years ago. goodness. I'm like, my grandpa loved cards, okay? Every holiday, occasion, anything he could, he'd send you a card. He also kept every single card that was ever sent to him. So like, I came across a box of Christmas cards from 20 years ago. And I was like, oh. Which is probably why I keep all the cards I get, because it's something I kind of learned from him and my mom. But it's really cool to see everything from the past few years. It's just a cool little thing to go through. Goodness. This is what it's like here, because there's so much flat land and literally nothing. Oh my gosh, so windy, you probably can't even hear me. Oh, it's gonna storm alright, that temperature dropped. As you can see, all that's dust. Jeez Louise, ow! Something just hit me in the head. Hi friends. This is my second day at my grandpa's house. Stayed the night here last night with my Aunt Nicole. And it's so much better when there's somebody here with me. But I'm finding it, I don't want to leave. It's when I dreaded so long coming here because I didn't know how I would take it. And that first day was really rough because it was just a really crappy day. A lot of the circumstances surrounding what happened that day too. But now that I'm here, like we're going through all of this stuff, and he kept every letter I think he was ever written. And it's so cool to see. We're talking about 50, 60, 70 years worth of stuff he kept. And it's insane how it survived this long. I found his baby book that we found, his high school diploma. And it is like if he would have graduated a month ago. Like, it's in such good condition. It's insane what we're finding, but this really has me thinking. There's still a lot of regrets that kind of float through my head, and I just miss them. I just miss him. And then learning about our family, and like we're coming across pictures and photos of stuff of his parents, my great-grandparents, my great-great-grandparents, and my great-great-great-grandparents. And so pictures of my mom when she was younger, which we are identical. I can't wait to show you guys some of the stuff we found. But this trip, something I really needed. It definitely gives me a lot to think about. The one place I dreaded coming because I wasn't sure how I would react is now the one place I don't want to leave. And my aunt and uncle were right. There's a lot of peace here. It's just that that first day was rough by myself, but it is very peaceful here. So my grandpa spent all of his life. And it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful house. Nothing's changed. So let me show you guys. Let me see if I can. Oh, well, let me flip. All right. Don't judge me. If you can see these curtains, they look white. They're actually supposed to be gold. Those have been hanging up there probably for 60 years. No joke. We're going through pictures, and that stuff's been up there for quite some time, but I'm in Texas for a few more days, then I had to head back to Oklahoma, go check on my little fur babies at home. But this has been a really good trip. I am so thankful that I was able to come down and get this vacation for a little while.